Well, there's a local couple who went on a cannonball run, and they are back with all the stories.
Yes, indeed. Cody Stark is joining us live this morning, introducing us to the motorcycle-loving duo. Hey, Cody.
Indeed, indeed. This was the trip of a lifetime. I'm telling you, this story is incredible. But really, it was two trips of a lifetime, because Carlo, you were on this motorcycle. Emma, you were in a truck, kind of following him as he was going along.
I was. So I thought I was going to have the most amazing sightseeing trip there was. And Tim Gerber said, "Oh, no, pray tell. When they leave the hotel that day for their ride, we need to boogie because there are 30 other people with trucks and trailers that want to get to the hotel and get the best parking space." I'm like, well, what? So here's me, 80, 85 miles an hour truck, 22-foot trailer, trying to get him the best spot there was. And by golly, I did it.
She did it. So she was actually on separate roadways than you were on, because you were on like 2 lanes, right?
We're all on back road, 2-lane roads, all through some really beautiful country.
Yeah.
3,800
miles. 3,802, but sometimes you get lost a little bit, and then it adds more miles to your trip.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at some video right now of the trip, but so it's all these classic motorcycles. This was not the oldest motorcycle in the race, though.
Correct. Yeah, they range from 1933 and earlier. The oldest one was a 1909 Indian, and the next one was a 1911 Harley. Wow! And the previous winner was the Harley, and this year the 1909 Indian. And these are single-cylinder motors.
Single-cylinder.
Yeah, Todd Cameron was the #1 plate holder.
#1 plate holder.
Yeah.
So part of the trip was also using, these older motorcycles, but they wouldn't let you have like a GPS, because we're all used to using a GPS. So you're using this. So every morning you would wake up and they would give you this strip of paper.
So there was classes, and each class, before your class left, you got this scroll paper to load, half hour before blast off. And you got this, and this was your directions. And it took me a couple of days to figure out how this actually works. So it works as you go from one step to the next. So after you've completed this step, you're going to go to this step, and in 3.24 miles, you're going to come to like a roundy round kind of a thing, and then you're going to go to the right.
Well, that seems very precise. You have to have a precise odometer to know exactly how far, right?
Right, and I did not. So very important to have a very accurate odometer. And as you see here right now, it's zeroed out, but it's already stuck at a half mile. And so when you go to the one to the other, and sometimes when I would push the button here to clear it, it wouldn't clear.
Oh, no!
And then it'd be like, oh, God, where was I? And then you would get slack in here, and you see how that slack is going back and forth? Well, then it would start shaking, and then this would start moving on you. And then you look down like, oh, was I just there? Or am I?
This is crazy. Okay, so we're going to tell you more stories, but this is what a day looked like. This strip of paper all the way down. Can you guys back at the station imagine how lost I would get?
Oh.
Could you imagine?
Me too, Cody.
I have no sense of direction. Even with a GPS, I get lost. But he had to scroll this manually as he was going along. Okay, more stories from this incredible trip coming up. Back to you guys.
But what if you could hire the woman who's the voice of Siri to ride on the back with you, and then she reads you the...
That is bananas.
2.5 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's amazing. Cody, thank you.